Welcome to Daily Global Motivation, the place where powerful stories and life-changing lessons help you build the mindset needed for success. Today's message is inspired by one of the most remarkable entrepreneurs in modern history, Jack Ma, whose journey proves that persistence can turn impossible dreams into reality. Many people see successful entrepreneurs only after they have achieved greatness, but they rarely see the years of struggle that came before it. Behind every extraordinary achievement lies a story of rejection, failure, and determination. Jack Ma's life is a perfect example of what it means to keep going even when the world doubts you. His story reminds you that success does not depend on perfect circumstances or natural talent. It depends on your willingness to continue when others give up. If you stay until the end of this message, you will discover lessons that can strengthen your determination and reshape the way you approach your goals. This is not just a story about business or wealth. It is a story about resilience, belief, and the power of refusing to quit. Before we begin, subscribe to Daily Global Motivation so you never miss powerful content designed to inspire your journey. Like this video to support the message and help it reach someone who might need encouragement today. Now take a moment, clear your mind, and prepare to hear a story that proves persistence can change your life. Jack Ma became one of the most influential entrepreneurs in the world. His life was filled with rejection after rejection. As a young man, he struggled academically and failed important exams more than once. Many doors seemed permanently closed in front of him. When he applied for jobs, he was rejected repeatedly, sometimes in ways that felt deeply discouraging. At one point, he applied for a job at a fast food restaurant where more than 20 people applied for the same position. Almost everyone was hired except him. Moments like that could have convinced anyone that success was impossible. But Jack Ma chose to see rejection differently. Instead of allowing failure to define his future, he treated every setback as motivation to keep trying. He understood something powerful that many people overlook. Failure is now the opposite of success. It is part of the journey toward it. Every rejection became proof that persistence mattered more than perfection, and that mindset eventually changed the course of his life. When Jack Ma first discovered the internet during a visit to the United States in the 1990s, he saw something that most people around him did not yet understand. China at that time had very little online presence, and the digital world was still new and uncertain. While many people were skeptical about the future of the internet, Jack Ma saw a powerful opportunity. He believed that technology could connect businesses and create opportunities for millions of people. At that moment, he made a decision that would define his future. He decided to build something that could help small businesses succeed in the digital world. That vision eventually became Alipay. But the journey from idea to success was far from easy. Investors initially rejected his proposal because they did not believe the idea would work. Critics doubted whether a Chinese internet company could compete globally. Yet Jack Ma continued moving forward with unwavering determination. His belief in the potential of the internet remained stronger than the doubts surrounding him. And that belief fueled one of the most remarkable entrepreneurial journeys in history. The lesson here is incredibly powerful for anyone chasing a dream. The world will not always believe in your vision immediately. Sometimes people will question your ideas, your abilities, and even your ambitions. Those moments are not signs that your dream is impossible. They are tests of how much you believe in what you are building. Jack Ma once said that if you do not give up, you still have a chance. Those words carry a deeper meaning than they first appear to. Persistence does not guarantee immediate success, but giving up guarantees failure. Every great achievement requires patience and determination. Progress often moves slowly before it suddenly accelerates. When you stay committed through the difficult moments, you gain the experience needed to succeed later. Your journey becomes stronger with every challenge you overcome, and the determination you develop becomes one of your greatest assets. Jack Ma's story also reminds you that success is not reserved only for those who begin with advantages. He was not born into wealth, influence, or extraordinary academic success. In fact, many early indicators suggested his path would be difficult, yet those challenges helped him develop resilience and creativity. When resources were limited, he learned to think differently and find new solutions. That ability later became one of his greatest strengths as an entrepreneur. The obstacles he faced early in life forced him to develop determination and courage. Those qualities proved far more valuable than talent alone. His journey demonstrates that your starting point does not determine your destination. What truly matters is how you respond to the obstacles along the way. When you keep going despite difficulty, you build the strength needed to achieve something meaningful. And that strength eventually turns possibility into reality. There is something incredibly powerful about believing in your vision even when no one else understands it yet. When Jack Ma began building the idea of creating a massive online marketplace in China sounded unrealistic to many people. At that time, the internet was still unfamiliar to most businesses in the country. Investors looked at the idea and saw uncertainty rather than opportunity. But Jack Ma looked at the same situation and saw the future. He believed that small businesses could use technology to reach customers far beyond their local markets. That belief kept him moving forward, even when funding was difficult to secure. Many entrepreneurs abandon their dreams when early support is missing. Jack Ma did the opposite and doubled down on his determination. He gathered a small group of believers who shared the same vision. Together they worked tirelessly from a small apartment to build what would later become a global company. The lesson here is clear. When you believe deeply in your vision, persistence becomes easier even during the hardest moments. Think about how often people quit, simply because progress takes longer than expected. Many dreams fail, not because they are impossible, but because patience runs out. Jack Ma repeatedly reminded entrepreneurs that success requires building a meaningful business takes time, learning, and constant adjustment. Early stages often feel slow and uncertain, yet those early years are where the strongest foundations are built. Jack Ma once explained that people should focus on surviving the difficult years rather than chasing immediate results. The companies that survive long enough eventually discover their momentum. This lesson applies far beyond entrepreneurship. Whether you are building a career, learning a skill, or pursuing a personal goal, progress rarely appears overnight. Small improvements accumulate quietly before producing visible results. The key is continuing when results are not yet obvious. Persistence turns slow beginnings into powerful outcomes. One of the most inspiring aspects of Jack Ma's journey is the way he treated failure as a teacher rather than a defeat. Before Alibaba became successful, he experienced countless unsuccessful attempts. Projects did not work the way he expected, and opportunities sometimes disappeared unexpectedly. Instead of allowing those moments to discourage him, he treated them as lessons. Each failure helped him understand what needed improvement. Each mistake strengthened his ability to make better decisions later. This perspective completely changes the meaning of setbacks. Failure becomes information instead of disappointment. The more you learn from each attempt, the more effective your next strategy becomes. Jack Ma often reminded young entrepreneurs that mistakes are part of learning. Those who avoid mistakes rarely discover breakthroughs. Growth requires experimentation and courage, and every lesson gained from failure moves you closer to success. Another powerful lesson from Jack Ma is the importance of thinking about people rather than focusing only on profit. When Alibaba began growing, its mission centered on helping small businesses succeed in a competitive marketplace. Many entrepreneurs build companies focused only on making money quickly. Jack Ma encouraged a different perspective. He believed that when a company genuinely helps people, success follows naturally. Businesses that create value for others develop stronger relationships and trust. Trust becomes the foundation for long-term growth. When customers believe in your mission, they support your journey. Jack Ma's leadership emphasized empowering entrepreneurs and small business owners. This purpose-driven approach helped Alibaba expand rapidly across industries. Success becomes more meaningful when it improves lives beyond your own, and focusing on impact often leads to opportunities far greater than profit alone. As Alibaba continued to grow, Jack Ma frequently spoke about courage and optimism. He believed that entrepreneurs must maintain hope even during uncertain times. Markets change, technology evolves, and competition constantly increases. Leaders who remain calm and optimistic can guide teams through difficult transitions. Jack Ma often reminded people that the future always contains new possibilities. Innovation appears when people are willing to imagine better solutions. Courage allows you to pursue ideas that others consider unrealistic. Optimism fuels the energy needed to continue experimenting and improving. Together, these qualities create momentum during challenging moments. When you maintain belief in your mission, obstacles become easier to overcome. Progress becomes possible even in difficult circumstances, and that positive outlook becomes a powerful force behind lasting success. Asterisk. Listen carefully to one of the most powerful pieces of advice Jack Ma often gives to young people around the world. He reminds them that success rarely comes quickly, and that the early years of a career are meant for learning rather than instant achievement. Many people become discouraged when they do not see immediate results. Jack Ma encourages you to use those years to develop skills, experience, and resilience. When you are young, mistakes are not disasters, but valuable lessons. Each challenge teaches you something about leadership, communication, and problem solving. Instead of fearing mistakes, use them as tools for growth. Jack Ma often explained that the first stage of success is about building your foundation. That foundation includes knowledge, relationships, and discipline. Without a strong foundation, even the best opportunities can collapse. The people who succeed later in life are often those who spent their early years learning constantly, and those lessons eventually become the strength that carries them forward. There is another message Jack Ma shares that can completely change the way you think about competition. Competition. Many people spend their time worrying about competitors and comparing themselves to others. Jack Ma suggests focusing instead on improving yourself and serving your customers better. Competition becomes less intimidating when your attention remains on growth and innovation. When Alibaba was still a young company, it faced enormous competition from established international businesses. Instead of panicking, Jack Ma encouraged his team to stay focused on their mission. They worked to improve services for small businesses and entrepreneurs who needed support. This focus allowed them to build loyalty and trust. When your energy is directed toward improvement rather than fear, your progress accelerates. Competitors will always exist in every industry, but those who stay committed to their mission often move ahead. Focus on creating value rather than worrying about rivalry, and that mindset will help you stay confident even in competitive environments. Another lesson from Jack Ma's journey involves the importance of teamwork and leadership. No great company is built by one person alone. Behind every successful organization stands a team of individuals working together toward a shared vision. Jack Ma often spoke about how important it was to build trust within his team. When people believe in the mission and in each other, extraordinary results become possible. Leadership requires listening, understanding, and encouraging others to succeed. A strong leader inspires confidence, even during uncertain moments. Jack Ma believed that great leaders help others grow rather than trying to control everything themselves. This approach creates a culture of creativity and collaboration. When people feel respected and valued, they contribute their best ideas. Those ideas often lead to innovation and progress, and teamwork becomes the engine that drives success forward. Pay attention to how Jack Ma thinks about the future, because his perspective offers powerful motivation for anyone pursuing a dream. He often reminds entrepreneurs that the world is constantly changing. New technologies, new markets, and new ideas create opportunities that did not exist before. Instead of fearing change, he encourages people to embrace it with curiosity. Every generation faces challenges that appear overwhelming at first, yet those same challenges often inspire groundbreaking innovations. Jack Ma believes that young people hold the power to create solutions for tomorrow's problems. When you remain curious and adaptable, you position yourself to take advantage of new opportunities. The future does not belong to those who resist change. It belongs to those who learn, adapt, and experiment. Progress happens when people are brave enough to explore new possibilities, and embracing change allows you to stay relevant in a rapidly evolving world. Perhaps the most inspiring part of Jack Ma's message is his constant encouragement to keep moving forward, regardless of circumstances. Many people feel overwhelmed when facing repeated setbacks. Yet Jack Ma reminds us that persistence often makes the difference between success and failure. The path toward achievement is rarely smooth. Obstacles appear, plans change, and progress sometimes feels slow. What matters most is the willingness to continue despite those challenges. Each day offers a chance to improve, learn, and move one step closer to your goals. Determination grows stronger with every difficulty you overcome. The journey itself shapes the person you become. When you refuse to quit, you develop resilience that cannot easily be shaken. That resilience becomes your greatest advantage, and it allows you to achieve things that once seemed impossible. Take a moment to reflect on the power of belief, because belief is often the first step toward achieving anything meaningful in life. When Jack Ma started Alibaba, very few people believed the idea would succeed. The internet industry in China was still new, and investors were skeptical about the future of online commerce. Many people looked at the obstacles and concluded that success was unlikely. Jack Ma looked at the same situation and saw opportunity. That difference in perspective changed everything. Belief allowed him to move forward while others hesitated. When you truly believe in your vision, your actions begin to reflect that confidence. Challenges no longer feel like barriers, but like problems waiting to be solved. Belief fuels persistence during difficult times. It strengthens your determination when others doubt your path, and over time that belief becomes the foundation of extraordinary achievements. Consider how powerful optimism can become when facing uncertainty. Life rarely unfolds exactly according to plan, and every ambitious journey includes moments of doubt. Jack Ma often speaks about the importance of maintaining a positive outlook even when circumstances appear discouraging. Optimism does not mean ignoring problems or pretending challenges do not exist. Instead, it means believing that solutions can be found through effort and creativity. When leaders remain optimistic, they inspire confidence in those around them. That confidence encourages teams to continue searching for answers. Optimism also keeps your mind open to new ideas. When you expect progress, you become more willing to experiment and innovate. The future often rewards those who approach it with curiosity rather than fear. A positive mindset helps you remain calm while navigating uncertainty, and that calm determination becomes a powerful advantage. Think about how courage shapes the decisions that define your life. Courage does not mean the absence of fear. It means choosing to act despite uncertainty and hesitation. Jack Ma once explained that entrepreneurs must be brave enough to try ideas that others may consider unrealistic. Many innovations began as dreams that seemed impossible at the beginning. The difference between imagination and achievement often lies in the willingness to act. Courage encourages you to pursue opportunities even when the outcome is unknown. It allows you to take the first step when others hesitate. Every meaningful goal requires moments of bravery. The path forward may not always be clear, yet courage pushes you to keep exploring until progress appears, and those courageous decisions eventually shape your future. Look closely at how persistence transforms ambition into reality. Dreams remain ideas until consistent effort brings them to life. Jack Ma's journey demonstrates how determination can overcome enormous obstacles. There were moments when failure seemed unavoidable, yet each challenge strengthened his resolve rather than weakening it. Persistence allowed him to continue refining his ideas and strategies. Every setback became a lesson that improved his next attempt. Over time, these lessons accumulated into knowledge and experience. The same principle applies to your own goals. Progress may feel slow in the beginning, but each step forward builds momentum for the next. When you refuse to quit, even small improvements eventually create remarkable outcomes. Now, this message comes down to a simple but powerful truth. Success is not reserved only for those with perfect backgrounds or extraordinary advantages. It belongs to those who keep moving forward when the journey becomes difficult. Jack Ma's story proves that persistence, courage, and belief can transform rejection into opportunity. Your starting point does not define your destination. What truly matters is your willingness to continue learning, improving, and adapting. The world is full of possibilities waiting to be discovered. Every challenge you face contains a lesson that can strengthen your future. If this message inspired you, subscribe to Daily Global Motivation for more powerful stories and lessons like this. Like the video to help this message reach someone who might need encouragement today. Comment below, never give up. If you are committed to continuing your journey, no matter how difficult it becomes. And remember that success often belongs to those who simply refuse to stop trying.